Continue.
Okay. Good evening, one and all. This is Pooja Seni, Department of Commerce Assistant Professor in Dayanand College. So today my presentation is on SWOT analysis of e-commerce. So today, in all aspects of our daily lives, the internet has become an undivided part of our lives, as it has a versatile impact on our social activities. And every day, going to the bank to make cash transactions or withdraw money to go to the market to buy things and essential commodities is now quite difficult. And the human being has become too busy in his work. So in these circumstances, the online purchase have become an increasingly integral part of our society. So the e-commerce and online shopping are often and used interchangeably, but at its core, e-commerce is broader than this, and it embodies a concept for doing a business online, incorporating एक minute, sir. Incorporating a multitude of different services, example online payments, booking, etc., and many more things. So e-commerce means using the internet and the web for business transactions or commercial transactions, which typically involves exchange of values across organizations and individual boundaries in return for products and services. Next slide, sir. Excuse me. Yeah, next is research objectives. So to know the positive and negative impact of e-commerce on society. The main objective of my research is to know know the impact of e-commerce in the society, like in both the terms, like positive and negative. Next slide. So this is the process of e-commerce. So this is the whole process which an individual go through while doing the online purchase. Next slide, please. So there is a SWOT analysis of e-commerce. S stands for strength. That means what do you do well? And B stands for weakness and where do you need to improve? And O is opportunity. What are the goals? And C is threats. What obstacles you are facing? Next, please. So strength is first is time consuming. In this, we save times and transportation cost because there is a no need to go anywhere physically. Next, a direct communication with customers and social networking sites, online advertising networks can be medium to buzz about online stores and boundaryless. E-commerce can be dealt globally as no specific boundary is required and it involves all the companies to expand them to global level. Next one is price and product comparison. Helps consumer to compare price and product efficiently and effectively and faster buying process. Then e-commerce means better and quick customer services. Online customer services make customers happier. It's no physical setup. In the e-commerce, no physical setup is required for the companies and low operating cost is also available and easy arrangements of product. Next slide, please. Next is weakness. Weakness includes the fake websites. Like there are so many fake websites available nowadays, in which where go and purchase some products. Next, online delivery time. That means कि जो भी like delivery timing is so much in a less way. Next, limited advertising. Limited advertising opportunities are available because e-commerce one cannot go for mass advertising and fewer discount and bargaining. So hardly online business offers discount and bargaining cannot be possible. Next slide, please. Opportunities. Opportunities includes global expansions. In e-commerce can be operated wherever or anytime and new technologies and daily number of internet users is increasing and people feel more comfortable to shop online and wide business growth and cut down on local competitions. Online customer service is a competitive advantage for the companies and changing trends and high availability. Like along with the each and every click of the mouse business in operations. Next slide, please. Uh, Next is threat. Threats includes fraud. fraud, like a person using unfair means to operate e-commerce, can damage the confidence and faith of common people. And the privacy concern includes fears that information can be misused, leads to spam email and identity fraud. And competitors includes like increasing day by day. Companies have already entered in this field, and they are making people habitual at the cost of their companies. And like changes in environment law and regulations. The next one is innovation and risk. Like the nature of fraud and risk different, because when a customer relies on unseen setup, and he trusts and make transactions. Next please. Now we conclude. I conclude my topic is a developing country can be rationalized and mechanized if it introduced e-commerce effectively and efficiently. It will enhance its output and give competitive advantage. And IT has boosted e-commerce worldwide. Now it is easier to enter to a new market, and one can evaluate his or her product and company's performance. It simplifies the living of individuals, and it reduces business overheads and business management. Next, please. So this is my presentation on SWOT analysis of e-commerce.
Well, ma'am, thank you for your presentation. Well, I have a small query regarding with the e-commerce. It's a general kind of thing. Like
Yes,
you may know, the alcoholic means e-commerce are newly started their business in alcoholic means they are also providing alcohol through online platform also, right?
yes, yes.
Is you think it is a good way for creating this kind of platform?
Look, it is not good for the people, but it is good for the economy. So nowadays, the government is selling the alcohol online just to uh, increase the economy level.
Okay.
That,
Uh, but as you present about this SWOT analysis of e-commerce, do you think that it's really strength for the e-commerce or it's really weakness for the e-commerce? Means you mentioned some points in strengths and weakness, right?
yes, yes,
Like in e-commerce, most of the businesses are stepping, but so many of business are lost their business by using this kind of online platform. Do you
yes,
agree?
yes.
But why there are
Yeah,
failure in this e-commerce platform? Do you
because
have
they
any
are
idea?
not because they are not going through the like technology. Uh, the failure is the reason because the businessman is not using the proper technology, proper providing the services to the customer. Only that's why it is going to be failure. Otherwise, in today's world, it is a biggest entrepreneur who did who do like online business.
Okay. Well, ma'am, nice. I think you may just take secondary data. I think so for entire research purpose.
Yeah, yeah, this is secondary data.
Secondary type and make some more research regarding this kind of field because it's not sufficient. I think so.
Yeah, I did not writing on my presentation, but I my paper is so vast.
Acha, well. Okay, ma'am. Thank you for your presentation. Kindly unmute your audio and video, please.
Okay, sir.
Well, Sanjay, Sam, can you
Yes,
unmute your audio and video?
yes, sir. Uh, Unmuted.
Well, is this visible to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now continue, ma'am.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Today I am going to present the topic that is interpersonal relationships, IPR. It is coming under the communication. Okay, sir. If you are giving the permission for me to share, then it's
Yeah,
well and
definitely,
good.
ma'am. Definitely. 1 second. Then 1 second.
Sorry if I am disturbing.
Yeah, yeah. I give you 1 second. Can you share now, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Today I am going to present the topic that is IPR in the personal relationship. It is coming under the communication method. Okay, how we have to interact with others, and what is the benefits, what is the advantages, what are the principles, what are the purposes, etc. These all things, and one Johari window model is also included in the IPR. Okay, and everybody knows the IPR. That means interpersonal relationship. That means it is a to and fro communication. Without the IPR, we cannot maintain a relationship. So, if the it is a close association between individuals. In that, we are sharing the thoughts, we are sharing our feelings, we are sharing our everything. Okay, in that the types also are there. The we are sharing the ideas. Okay, within the friends it is different, with the families it is different, and with the coordinators it is different, subordinators it is different. So the IPR is nowadays it should be a mandatory for our lifestyle. Okay, and in this, what are the dynamics? There are three dynamics are there: the dyad, triad, and the group. Dyad, that means the interaction between two persons. Okay, in that only the messages we are sharing the we are interacting to other persons. Okay, only the two persons are there, and in this it is some limitations also there, and some secrets also we can share. But in the triad, that means the three interactive persons are there. In that, again the thoughts and ideas we can share. But if here the dyad and triad, the main difference: dyad, that means only two persons, two friends, yeah, to anybody. Okay, in the triad, maybe two friends and plus one mediator. There will be a collision. Okay, some angry, yeah, some arguments is there. Then the two person, between the two persons, one person is needed. So the mediator, so they can solve the problem. Okay, that the conflict. Now the group, that means in a collection, it is a collection of triads and the dyads. In this, we can talk with a huge person or a huge group of persons. For example, our IRBS presentation also, so many persons are there. Okay, in the WhatsApp also there is contacting us, and the messages are taking place, and so many persons are interacting, etc., etc. So that is the group. Now the what are the principles of IPR? How we have to maintain an IPR? In this, we should learn everyone's name, and the never addresses or by the nickname. Okay, with the friendship it is okay, but it is if a former relationship is there, so we should avoid the nickname. Yeah, and we should respect others also. We respect the others feelings, and the status also, dignity also we should even maintain. And the emotions, if any emotions are there, that also we should keep it as a control. Okay, and do not give any personal favor, or if the afraid is there, yeah, persons. Okay, that should avoid the ignore. We should avoid the things. And what are the characteristics? The trust should be there, the empathy should be maintained, the caring, autonomy and mutuality, genuineness and non-possessive warmth. In that, the trust, without the trust or without the belief, we cannot continue the relations. Empathy, that means we should share our feelings, and we, uh, we should have the ability to understand the others problems. Okay, and the caring, that means I am taking this IPR it as a nurse and patient relationship, or as I am a nurse. Okay, so caring, that means if the patient is admitted in the hospital, then there should be a caring mentality. There should be helping relationship should be maintained. If the patient is distressed or anxious, then we should clarify the doubts, and we should patting to the head, and we should advise to the patient, this is your diagnosis, this is your disease, and through these all things we can take care of. Okay, and the autonomy and mutuality in this self direction and self-respect and self-decision should be maintained, and the genuineness that is, our feelings also we should be considered, and the others feelings also, both the person should be comfortable within themselves. Okay, and the non-possessive warmth, that means it should be a positive mentality. In this we cannot maintain a negative mentality. In this we should respect the others, and the placing the others also should be needed according to the conditions. Okay, now the purposes, what are the purposes in this according to an interpersonal relationship for an individual? In this, how, what all are the purposes in this? The personal growth and development should be there, source of enjoyment, sense of security, context of understanding interpersonal needs, and establishing personal identity. Now the I already I told that I am a nurse. Okay, so foreign nurses, what are things? It should be a positive functional multidisciplinary team should be maintained. Okay, without the team effort, we cannot do nothing. Okay, in that the nurses are there, the doctors are there, the IABIs are there, the patients are there, the technicians are there. So each and every level we should take the cooperation. We should maintain a IPR. Okay, that is a multidisciplinary team, and it should cooperation and the coordination should be maintained, and a mutual understanding also should be maintained, and self understanding also where we are lacking, and what is the problem between the persons. Okay, how our care is going on, how we are implementing these all things we should maintain, and the decision making also and the problem solving also should be there, and the interpersonal relationship for the patients. In this, the patients are coming to the hospitals because they are not unaware about the staffs of the hospital, and vice versa. The staff also are unaware about the patient's condition and the patient's family status, socioeconomic status, etc. So there should be secure feeling, security and comfort should be maintained, developed, and the trust and cooperation, and the facilitating communication. With our talks or with our touch, the patient will automatically cure. The 50% disease will ooze out, and then developing and maintaining positive feelings. Now, the what are the types of IPRs? In this, friendships are there. Okay, friendship, family and kinships are there, professional relationships, love and marriage, platonic relationships, casual relationships, brotherhood and child sisterhood and acquaintances. Friendship, that means it is an informal relationship. In that we can share anything to our friends. Okay, in the family, that means the blood relation, our father, mother, and the siblings. Now the kinship, that means the cousins. Okay, in that again some limitations are there. Now, we
Hello,
cannot to our
excuse
parents
me, ma'am.
different. Okay, some
Hello,
limitations, some respects should be maintained.
hello.
Now, yeah, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you please conclude the presentation?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So these all are the types of idea. Now the conclusion in the conclusion portion of the IPR. In this, the IPR should be maintained for good relationships, and types in this, formal and informal types are there. Okay, in this, friendships are there, the marriages, the love, the family and kinships, professional relationships are there, etc. So many are there, and the principles according to the this thing, according to the surroundings, according to the situations, we should maintain a proper IPR. Okay, we should give respect and take respect, and so I'm giving the thanks to IRBS group also for uh, giving an opportunity to present my topic. It was my first presentation. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. Welcome. Ma'am, I have a small query regarding with your presentation. It's a
Yes, sir.
interpersonal relationship, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Due to this COVID kind of situation, most of the relations are maybe goes for the breakdown. Means like breakup. This kind of things was been done. Means there will
yes,
be a
sir.
it maybe have a improper understanding between them, and so many breakups is
Yeah,
done.
lack of communication is there. Yeah,
Yeah, ma'am. Do you
yeah.
think is that kind of relation is really that is a real relation or no? It's just a real relation.
No, sir. According to the feelings, okay. According to the feelings, the relations we can maintain. In that, you are asking in the COVID condition, how can we communicate with the others? Am I right? Yeah,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
friendship is maintaining.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Tell me.
Yeah, yeah. Through nowadays, so many social medias are there for the schools. Also, the Zoom technology, the WebEx. Nowadays, online classes are there, and the this thing, social media is taking a huge role for the relationships.
Well, ma'am. Well, kindly unmute your audio and video, ma'am.
Yeah, sir.
Uh, kindly stop your sharing, ma'am. Kindly stop your sharing also.
Sorry for the trouble, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I got it. Well, ma'am.
Yeah,
Do you think means like I just ask you a small question. Means these
yeah, sir.
interpersonal relations are mostly we seen in at present scenario, right?
Yeah, sir.
Uh, but why my parents was not understanding this kind of relation? Means some of the personalities are gone for a married in a low married way.
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
But the parents was not accepting those kind of relations. Do you think it's why it maybe happened like that?
Sir, actually, both sides should look. Okay, if that kind of relationship is there, then if there is a lacking of the communication. Okay, if the parents and if the children, okay, both of them having a good mutual understanding or mutual IPR is maintained, then obviously there will not be any kind of love with others. Okay, if the affection is coming to on the children's mind, if the daughter is there, okay, daughter is having the affection with the other person, okay, or any boyfriend is there, so definitely if the parents are cooperative or if the parents and the children are maintaining a good idea, then definitely they will talk and they will interact with them. For example, if I am okay in my home scenario, what we are doing now, I am staying in my husband's house. Then also after the prayer, okay, evening prayer, and after we having the discussion, okay, with the in-laws and the husband also sitting, and at that time what all things happened in our professional life, in the college, yeah, office, everything we are discussing. So there is no any misunderstandings is there. So like that we should maintain a relationship, yeah, according to me, what I am feeling. And in my home also same, if anything is there, then definitely I am talking with my parents, I am sharing with my parents, even my sister, etc. Everybody is cooperating, and if any feelings is there, then definitely I am talking with open mentality also within us. That
Well,
should be maintained.
Well, means you say there will be a proper understanding between the parents and children,
Proper
and
understanding. Yes,
there will be a proper
and
understanding
mentality
between the
change.
relations, right, ma'am?
Yeah, proper understanding and the open mentality. These
Mm,
things.
okay, well.
Open
Nice, ma'am.
mentality.
Suddenly we have a good interaction, right? We
Yes, sir.
suddenly you approach to me and we give you a platform. Thank you, ma'am.
Sir,
Thank you for participating.
actually, this was the first time. Means yet now I didn't presented anything. Only the classes are taking, and I am taking to class to my students and in front of my teachers also I am presenting. But in a platform, I didn't enter,
Acha.
and so that I contacted you also. At that time you told that like this these are the steps, and after that the making the payment, then also you refunded again the negative mentality. I thought what will be the things, that's why up to yesterday I didn't observe the presentation